and welcome back guys to the Spacey Trappers review channel, where we try to review a little bit of everything. Now today's video is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be talking about the AirPods. I have the AirPods version 1, and I was one of the unlucky ones to buy version 1 before version 2, or in my case, version 1.5 came out. So I'm going to go a little bit into the specs or details. Yeah, I'm going to go a little bit into the details about the AirPods themselves. And we'll go from there. I'm going to answer some questions that people have been asking me and that I've been asking myself. So let's do this. So in the box, you're going to get your basic stuff. Your Apple instruction booklet, no Apple stickers. And then the cable comes in the back there to charge the actual AirPods case. Other than that, that's it besides the actual AirPods themselves that you get inside now. This is my pair of AirPods. This is in a silicone case, which I should not have bought from Best Buy because it was 20 bucks and Amazon is selling it for 8. So boo on me, right? Boo-hoo on me, right? So let me try to get it out the silicone case here. And pop, there we go. And here it is in all of its glory. Now, to my surprise, the case is a lot smaller than I expected it to be. And it really does look like dental floss. I'm not gonna lie, but obviously, as you can see inside, that's where the AirPods reside. And overall, it's a great package. Now, battery life on this thing, 5 hours of music and video listening, 3 hours of phone callback, whatever you want to call that, 3 hours of talk, okay? Battery life for the case itself is about 24, 25 hours. But something I noticed with the case, I think the AirPods themselves, because they're always inside, or they're inside for a big duration of the time, is draining the case. Now, I know I'm probably late on this review or this talk or whatever, and maybe this is a known issue that cases have been draining for quite some time now. But to be honest, I've been noticing it, and it's not the end of the world because at the end of the day, I still have battery life in it, but it kind of annoys me sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. Other than that, you get your little LED in here. Now, the LED to show that it's charging, or if it's charged fully. One thing on AirPods 1.5 or 2, if you want to call it 2, the dot is in the middle here now to show if it's charging or not or whatnot. It's a white light now. So other than that, charges via lightning. And yeah, that's about it. Sound stage, you know what? I'll go into the sound stage in a minute, comparing the two together. I don't have the second one, but I'll just compare it from what I've heard. Putting it back in this case real quick, and then we can get on to those questions that I promised. Okay, back in this case, let's talk about AirPods 1.5. And the reason I'm calling it 1.5 is because I don't think that this version that Apple released is a true second generation version of the AirPods. I really don't think it's a true second generation. I think it's more of like a iteration versus a new change, a whole new change. So other than that, I mean, yeah, I think it's a 1.5. I don't think it's an AirPods 2. There's only been minor upgrades, minor changes here and there. Good changes, but not enough for me to call it a version 2. So, what are the features, or what's new with version 2 compared to version 1? Well, the H1 chip is no more. It's called the H1. The W1 chip is no more. It's called the H1 chip now. H for headphone, I'm guessing, so that would make sense. It does practically the same thing. The fastest, easiest pairing you can think of. One thing about pairing I should mention is the Bluetooth version. AirPods 1.5 carries Bluetooth 5.0. Now to me, that's a big jump, and compared to everything in its competition range, I don't know if the Samsung buds have it. I never had an opportunity to check. I'll put it in the bottom of the video here if it does have it, but I highly doubt it. Other than that, yeah, it has Bluetooth 5.0, which, if I'm right, is the first in its class to have Bluetooth 5.0, which is a big bonus. Bluetooth 5.0 changes a whole bunch of things now. Range is a lot better. Battery life, battery management is a lot better, I'm guessing, with the H1 chip and Bluetooth 5.0 together made it. And that's why AirPods version 2 gets, I think, 50 or 30% on both ends, better call and better music and video listening. I'm not too sure, but I mean, it's not substantial enough to say, yes, AirPods 2 has 6 hours instead of the 5 hours of battery life that this has, you know? It's not substantial enough for me to say that. Other than that, the H1 chip, Bluetooth 5.0, it has Hey Siri support. Now, I don't use Siri that much other than to check the weather or maybe call a friend or something. Hey Siri, go call a friend, blah, 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 whatever. I really don't use Hey Siri, so Hey Siri support for me is unnecessary. And it also comes with the new wireless charging case. Now, for those of you that have version 1, I don't know what to say, but Apple kind of came through with this. You can get the wireless charging case separate for 80 bucks. And your version 1s now are closer to the version 1.5s. Now, why do I call it 1.5 and not version 2? I call it 1.5 because I think for a version 2, there should have been plentiful of differences. Maybe there should have been some colors. I think maybe a nice matte gold, space gray, product red, something. Something other than the regular white. Or maybe even make it matte white for all, like the Apple Pencil. Make it matte white. At least do something to differentiate it. Not make it look exactly the same and then put the little LED here to say, oh yeah, it's a different case. I don't care about the LED. It's inside, it tells me what the battery life is. If it's charged, not charged, fine, cool. Speaking of charging, this charge is super fast. Like super duper fast. I had it in like 15-20 minutes from a 0 battery and bam, 100, like that, done. Charging the case, however, takes some time. It takes some time. But it's not that long, so I could bear with it. Anyways, back to AirPods 2. Hey Siri support, not using it. Other than that, I would have really liked to see some colors, maybe a better ergonomic for the ears, because I don't know about you, but for me, every time I put it into my left ear, for me at least, any earbud always decides to get loose no matter what. No matter what, any earbud gets loose for me, and I absolutely hate it, but I gotta live with it, so be it. So, other than that, I would have liked to seen maybe some design changes. I would have liked to seen some color changes. I would have liked to seen maybe a little bit better battery life. I mean, the Samsung Buds are giving 6 hours. I was expecting 6 hours, didn't get 6 hours. So, yeah, that's another thing. Now, sound quality. Does AirPods 1.5 sound better than AirPods 1? The answer to that question is absolutely not. It is the exact same sound signature. No difference in bass, no difference in mids, no difference in highs. That's not necessarily a bad thing though. I feel for what it is and for it being truly wireless, it does a good job. It does a good job. Now, is it audiophile quality? Is it great sounding? Is it like my V-Modas, or is it like Audio-Technica or Sennheiser or any other? No, it's not. It's not. But will it get the job done? Absolutely. It would definitely get the job done. Especially if you're listening to it on your commute home. Maybe you're at work and you want to listen to it at work. You don't want to be like with chunky headphones on and you just want to be, you know, sleek and calm and cool and collected. Yeah, sound is pretty okay. Okay, I like it enough. It's not amazing, but it's not shit either. Okay, and a lot of audiophiles will come up to me and write in the comments, oh yeah, the AirPods do sound like shit, blah, 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 blah. Listen and listen carefully. This was not meant for audiophiles. This was meant to get one specific job done, and that is to listen to music with some average bass, some average mids, and some average highs. This was not meant to replace your Sennheisers. This was not meant to replace your Sonys. This was not meant to even replace Beats, for all I care. It was not meant to do that. It was meant to get one job done, and it does that job so well to the point where it is the best selling truly wireless pair of buds around the world. Okay, it's not the United States. It's not the United States and Europe. It's not the United States and China. It's not China and Europe. It's not, no. It's the whole world. This is the best selling, truly wireless pair of headphones. You know how long I had to wait to get version 1? I had to wait a month because every Apple store I went to in Manhattan sold out. Even Best Buy sold out. I had to wait so long just to get this, only for Apple to release the new one a couple weeks later. But do I really care? Honestly, no. If I want the wireless charging case, I can go get it, but I don't want it. So yeah, sound is the same. Battery life is a little bit better on the version 2. Should you get version 2? 1.5? No. 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 Not in the slightest. Unless you physically do not have a pair of AirPods, only then are you, I guess I could say, allowed to get version 2. If you get version 2, because you want version 2 or 1.5 because you want to feel like the richest person on the planet because of all the memes, then by all means go ahead, do your thing, okay? I say don't get it, wait till an actual refresh comes out for it. To be honest with you, I feel an actual refresh will come with the new iPhones. I think an actual refresh in Apple's fashion will come out with the new iPhones. I could be wrong. I could be 100% wrong. But I want to believe that an actual refresh will come with the new ones. Okay? That's what I want to believe. Other than that, like I said, don't get it if you have version 1. If you truly want the wireless charger case, go get it. It's 80 bucks instead of spending a whole $200 to go get the new one. There's no point. There's no point. It sounds exactly the same. Battery life is almost exactly the same. You still have the W1 chip, so pairing is still fantastic. You still have the nice case, the fast charging, all of that. And it still comes in the same product box. There's no point in getting it. There's no point in getting it. That's about it. I have nothing else to say. Comment down below. Tell me what you want to see in a version 2, a real version 2 of the AirPods. Tell me what you think. Should there be different colors? Should there be better fitting? I think they should 100% be better fitting. Should they, I don't know, maybe partner up with somebody or just try to fuse something, maybe Beats and something? I think, honestly, let's make a tangent for it real quick. The Power Beats, right? I think if they made the Power Beats truly wireless, those would be the best selling. They will kill AirPods. They will be the best selling because you can get more battery life out of it. You can get better sound out of it because it's a fatter form factor. You got that loop around, so it's definitely not falling out of nobody's ear. Sweat resistant, or IPX4, whatever, water resistant, sweat resistant, whatever it is. Give it all of that, and then cancel the AirPods and sell me that instead. By all means, I'll be first in line to go get that. Even if it's $200, I'll be first in line to go get that. You know why? Because it works better. It'll most likely sound better than this because you'll have a better seal in the ear, better battery life, colors, etc. I mean, come on. I know everybody wants that. But back to this whole AirPods thing. Yeah, if you have version 1, stick to version 1. If you want 1.5 and you never bought AirPods before, go ahead, buy it. If you want the wireless charging case, it's $200. If you want it without the wireless charging case, it's the same, $160. It's $160. I can tell you the price now. It's gonna be $160, $173.11 after tax. Okay. After tax. Or if you just want the wireless charging case because you have version 1 and you want the wireless charging, 80 bucks. Even better. That's about it. I'd like to thank all of you guys for watching. This is probably the fastest video that I've ever done in all of my videos that I've ever done. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Please comment down below what you want to see in an actual real version 2. Like it, like the video, subscribe, you know, share it to your friends. Maybe they want some info on this. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.